All right, so I'm going to be reading hashtag the triggering on Twitter, which looks like it was trending a little while ago. I'm not sure if it's rising anymore, but it definitely was trending a while ago. So let's see. This is just the top tweets, the top section rather than live. Hashtag the triggering. We are strong. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words are triggering and require federal regulation. That's pretty good. Gender studies will ruin your life. Hashtag the triggering. Um, I think it'll waste your life, but okay. Without men, society would collapse on itself. Well, yeah, without men, we couldn't breed. Your radfems and SJWs are at real Donald Trump's greatest recruiters. Um, yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, yeah, I suppose I could see that. Taking offense is a personal choice. Agreed. Don't give a fuck about the links. Hashtag the triggering. Anita looks totally hot in this picture. Is it a linked? Oh, yeah, it is. It's so fun to me, maybe. That's pretty good. Maybe we should teach feminists that no means no. Hashtag the triggering. Hashtag women against feminism. Maybe your problem is that you're not very smart, talented, or attractive, and society is pretty much okay. Hashtag the triggering. Men spreading is not a thing. Men have balls. Hashtag the triggering. Agreed. I'm gonna stop reading hashtag the triggering. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not. Fuck off. White people are not the only ones. Oh, sorry, white people were not the only ones to own slaves or have empires. White people were, in fact, the first people to try to end slavery. Hashtag the triggering. I'm not sure about that and the historical accuracy of that. I'm not a historian, so I'm really not in a position to answer that. Um, but I agree, white people were not and are not the only ones to own slaves or have empires. You're completely correct. I'm not sure if they were the first to try to end slavery, though. And I wouldn't really say that white people were the first to try to end slavery. I would give it to a region or an ideology, not to just white people, because not all white people wanted to end slavery. Not all white people want slavery to be abolished right now in the modern world, and I don't agree with that. Blaming your individual failure on capitalism is like blaming your cavities on everyone who buys toothpaste. Hashtag the triggering. Yeah, yeah. Blaming your individual failures on capitalism is pretty fucking stupid. Guns don't kill people and rifles aren't dangerous. Hashtag the triggering. So I think this is somebody who got the triggering a little wrong. Um, I'd like to see the number of all guns, and I'm not sure that that is accurate either. 248. It links an FBI.gov study, so I'll take a look at that later if I remember. But I would like to see the number of all guns, not just, rifles. Um, Hashtag mansplaining isn't a thing. I agree. What are you describing? What you are describing is being pretentious and slash or condescending, which anybody's capable of. White people are not all terrible, nor are they the only ethnic group to ever commit atrocities, correct? Look around the world for the most misogynistic, homophobic, transphobic cultures. Guess what? They're brown, not white. Um, yeah, I would say the majority of the people in those cultures are, in fact, darker skinned, or not white, or not Caucasian. I agree. The media will ignore the 99% of smart hashtag the triggering tweets and write about the tiny fractions of ones that are actually racist. Um, yeah, Poe's Law. You talk about diversity as if it's supposed to solve all problems. It doesn't. Agreed, diversity is fucking stupid. It's not a solution to anything. You talk about, oh, sorry, I just read that. Capitalism is the only mechanism proven to lift people out of poverty. I don't know about that either, but okay. Hashtag Black Lives Matter. The largest impact you had was on innocent commuters and your egos. Yeah, agreed. Hashtag Black Lives Matter is a racist hate group. Hashtag the triggering. Agreed? Oh, just got a text. Okay. Gender studies graduates should not earn as much as an engineer. Um, if they're business savvy and they can make their own, if they can make that much money, then I completely disagree with you. They should make as much money as they're capable of making. And if an engineer is only capable of making $10, then he should only make fucking $10. It's capitalism. Socialism, the mental disorder which makes you believe you're entitled to other people's hard-earned money. Um, I would say some things should be socialist. For example, the fire department or the police department should be socialized. Healthcare should be socialized. Education should be socialized. Um, but yeah, um, I would say that only the minimum things that are needed, which I would consider those things as minimums. Let me see. Moving back to Africa will drastically increase your chances of becoming a slave. It's more common than you think over there. I don't know about that. I've never heard that, nor have I ever looked into it, but maybe that's true. Tell her half of DV victims and the vast majority of murder, assault, and suicide victims are male. Um, yeah, I know that as well. It's correct. I'm fat because I don't eat well or exercise. It's not healthy, and I don't need or want SJWs to make excuses for that. Congratulations, you're correct. Safe spaces are for intellectual cowards who can't handle their stupid ideas being challenged. I completely agree. How to teach a paraplegic to swim? Weld his wheelchair to a submarine. Jesus. Offensive jokes equals free speech. I completely agree. If you think your race, sexuality, gender, etc. should be valued over your merit, personality, and skills, you might be garbage. Yeah, I completely agree. We should live in a meritocracy. Absolutely. Hashtag the triggering is now trending in the United Kingdom. Blah, blah, blah. I don't give a fuck. West culture, best culture. Hashtag the triggering. Not all cultures are equal. They are distinctly average. Fuck me. Not all cultures are equal. There are distinctly savage and distinctly civilized cultures. Um, yeah. Okay, you could definitely make a graph based on pretty much any variable in a culture. Hashtag the triggering. Feminists be like, trigger. That's so good. That's so good. I'm saving that shit. Hang on. Fucking. Oh my god, that's good. Toxic masculinity is a term by feminists to gender all negative human behavior as male. I agree. Weighing 400 pounds and posting selfies of yourself in lingerie on the internet doesn't lower your cholesterol or blood pressure. I think I'm gonna end it on that one. That was pretty good. Um, peace.